Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Java web application project which is entitled as Employee Payroll Management System or Employee Salary Management System. So before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief about this project. So we all know that payroll is a process of calculating the amount to be paid to the employee for the number of days that he worked in the company for a particular period of time. So to make this, the company will be assigning a person or a people for calculating the number of days is present and what is the basic salary and what is the deduction and calculating the leave kinds of things. So generally in the existing system these processes are being done in the manually in the paperwork, or if it is a computerized kinds of thing, it will be done like calculating attendance in a separate Excel sheet and calculating salary is done in Excel sheet, on for applying leave it is email based kinds of things. So there are various drawbacks available. So to overcome all those issues, we have proposed an advanced solution for this employee payroll management system using Java, where the employee can easily able to check out their salary and download the salary slip, apply for the leave, and the admin can able to check out the leave request and assign the salary calculations easily and check out for the leaves taken by the employee. So all those thing process is being done. So these all the things are being mentioned in the abstract of the project, and this is about the existing system which I mentioned about the that is taken by the manually or the process done by the manual process. So here you can see the disadvantages of the existing system, which contains about the inefficiency, data inconsistency, time consuming process, limited accessibility, error prone salary calculation, lack of real time monitoring, risk of data loss, communication challenges, limited reporting capabilities, security risk, scalability issues kinds of thing. So now to overcome all those issues, we have made this proposed system using Java and MySQL, and here you can see the advantages of the proposed system, which contains of the automations and this time saving process and accuracy in salary calculation, real time attendance tracking, efficient leave management, enhanced data organization, improved security, user friendly interface, transparency and self-service, efficient reporting, scalability, reduced paperwork, all kinds of things. So here you can see the system architecture, which contain two entities, that is the employee and the admin, and here you can see the modules of the project. And to make it shorter, I'll just skip the descriptions of it, and here you can see the software requirements. So we have developed this project using Java, and for the database we have used MySQL, and the IDE that we are using is Apache NetBeans IDE 16. So front end part contains JSP, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So now let us see the execution of the project. So first open Apache NetBeans IDE 16. First you need to import the project into the NetBeans IDE. So first go to the file menu and click open project. Now go to the project source code location. So inside the source code you can find this employee management. So select this and then click open project. So now kindly wait till the project is being loaded into the NetBeans IDE completely. It takes few minutes. Meanwhile, let us attach the database. So just go to the MySQL administrator. So just log in the MySQL administrator with the username and password as root and click OK. So now in the MySQL administrator, select the restore option. So after that you need to select this open backup file. Now go to the source code location again, where you can find the database folder. So just double click it and you can find the database of the project. Just select it and then click start restore. So now you can see the restore operation was finished successfully message. It means the database has been attached successfully. So just we can close this MySQL administrator part, as we have attached the database successfully. Now coming back to the NetBeans IDE, you can see it is going to finish 100%. So kindly wait till it has been completed. So now it is completed. So in case if you find these kind of error symbol, just go to the place where it is showing. So here it is showing the style.css. This is due to the compatible of the template issue. So just you can go there and select this filter out option, second option, and kindly wait for few seconds. It is refreshing. So after 100% is completed, you can see that the error has been removed. So that is due to the template compatibility issue only. So that is not due to the code. And now you can see it is error free, and now we can run it. So just right click and you can select the run option of this employee management, and kindly wait till it has been transferred to the browser part. So now it asks for the authentication required. Already I have configured with Tomcat with the username and password admin and admin. So I have given the same and click OK. So now it is transferred to the browser part, and here you can see the home screen, a welcome screen of the project with the project title Employee Payroll Management System. So this is the front end, that is the user interface home page, and these are some template images on designer. So now let us go to the entity part. So here you can see two entities, that is admin and the employee. So first let me go to the admin part. So admin is a default login which contains of the default username and password as admin, and the A is capital letter. So just enter the detail and then click submit. So now you can see the login is success message and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the admin's home page. So in the admin's home page you can find the option of add employee details. So you can see it is empty because we have not added anything. This is the first time we are running, so everything will be empty only. So now first let me go to the employee details. So now let me log out, and if you go to the employee part, you can see it contains only username and password because the employee cannot register by himself. So only admin can able to register the employee. So now I'll log into the admin. So first let me go to the add employee part. So once if the employee is added, the username and password will be created in the D drive. So after that the username and password will be manually shared with the employee to log in. I will show you that part right now. So first thing is like adding the employee. So this is the add employee details page. So now let me add an employee called JP, and let me select an employee photo. And then let me select a father's name as XX, date of birth, email ID. So here the email ID will be unique. If you are giving the same email ID again, it will not consider for the registering. It says that it is already been taken. So with this email ID only the username and password will be created. And next comes the phone number and address. And after entering you can add the designation. So now let me add the designation as Python developer, and you can add the date of joining. So let me add the date of joining as 01/08/2023, and you need to enter the basic salary. So now let me enter the basic salary as 10,000 rupees and allowance as 2,000 rupees. So after entering all the details, so now let me click the submit button. So now I have clicked the submit button. So here you can see the employee added message, click OK. So now if you go to the employee details, you can see the ID name. ID is 1. This is the first employee I'm creating, so the ID is generated as 1. So with this ID only all that things will be tracked, and now you can see the name and father's name, the email ID, phone number, the address I have mentioned, and here the status you can see it is waiting. Once after adding the employee, the admin should approve it or reject it. Only after that the admin can the employee can able to log in into the system. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to approve this employee, so it is approved. So now if you go to the status, you can see the status has been updated to active. So now let me log out from this part. So now let me go to the employee part. So now it will be navigated to the employee login page. So now to enter the username and password, as I said before, it will be stored in the D drive. So first go to the D drive. So here you can see a folder called Employee Management System. So here in the D drive you can see Employee Management System, which is created right now. So it is automatically created, we don't need to create. So you can see it is created right now with the date and time. So here you can see the jp@gmail.com. what I mentioned is like the email ID is unique one, so with that name only it is created. So just if you open that, you can see the employee ID and the password that is given for the login purpose. So now I will log in with the given username and password and click submit. So now you can see the login is success and click OK. So it will be navigated to the employee's home page. This is the employee home page. So the employee has the option of requesting for the leave, and you can check for the leave status, and you can download the payslip. So now what I'm going to do is like I'll make a leave request. So I'll make a leave request for today, and the reason is fever, and let me click submit. So now you can see the leave request is sent and click OK. So now if you go to the leave status, you can see the leave requested by the employee JP ID is 1, and the date and what is the reason, and what, then here you can see the status, it is waiting. So once if it has been approved by the admin only, the status will be changed. So now let me log out and go to the admin part to show you that one. So now let me log in with the admin and credentials, and if you go to the leave request part, here you can see earlier it was empty. Now you can see the employee request made by the employee ID 1 JP, and here you can see the action approve or reject. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to approve this request. So once if it is approved, the leave request is approved, is been updated here, and there is no any pending leave request. So now let me log out from this part and go to the employee part to show you the status of it. So now if you go to the leave status, you can see the leave request status. Earlier it was waiting, now you can see it is been approved by the administrator admin. So now let me log out from this part and go to the admin to make the attendance part. Now leave request module we have shown you. So now let me go to the employee details. You can see what all the employees available. So currently I have added only one employee. So for example, I'll show you with adding another employee. So I'll add an employee called Alice. So let me enter the name as alice@gmail.com, phone number and address, designation as Java developer, and date of joining as 08/2023, and basic salary as, let me give us 20,000, and allowance as 2,000, and click submit. So now you can see the employee is added. As I said earlier, if you go to the employee details, the admin should approve that particular employee. So now let me approve this employee. So it has been approved. Now you can see the status is active. So now, as I said earlier, to log in that, if you go to the D drive, you can see earlier there was only jp@gmail.com. now you can see alice@gmail.com is created. This is the password for the Alice employee. So now let me log in with the Alice employee, and here you can see all the details whatever we have given for them. So now if you go to the admin part, So now let me go to the salary calculation part. So here why I added the other employee is like, if you go to the attendance part, you can see the employee ID attendance is marked based on the employee ID only. So I have added 2 employees, so you can see 1 and 2. If you are adding other employee, you can see the list as 3. So you can add any n number of 100 or 200, any kinds of employees. All the details will be shown in the drop down. So for example, I am now marking the attendance for the employee 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm marking the attendance from the date 1. So submit. So I'm going to do so in this way I'm going to mark the attendance for the employee 1 I am doing. So if I am giving this date again, you can see attendance already registered message. So even if you're done the date and if you're selecting the date again, it checks for the validation part. So now I have added for few days for the employee 1. So now let me add for employee 2. So now I am adding employee 2 for 1 as 1 and second day as absent. So I have selected employee 1, so it was showing that it is already registered. So now let me select employee 2 and select as absent and click submit. So now I have added few days for attendance. So to make the video shorter, I'm selecting few days, and now let me go to the salary calculation part. So based on the attendance that we have given, only the salary will be automatically calculated. So here we no need to do it anything manually. It will be calculating automatically based on the attendance that we have marked. So now let me show you the salary calculation part code. So this is the salary calculation logic that which contains a HRA is 30% of the basic salary, and this is the sample code for that one for calculating the salary. Now let me show you that one. So now I'll calculate for the employee 1, and now it asks for the select the month. For example, I'm giving July. So July, he has not marked any attendance, but let me show you what happens. If I click submit, so you can see no attendance record found because we have not marked for July. Even if you are giving for other date September and click submit, you can see it is showing correctly, no attendance is marked. So it will be calculating only based on attendance that we have marked. So we have marked only for the August month, so it is selected August month, and let me click submit. And now you can see number of days that he is present is 7 days. So what is the basic salary? 10,000 I have given, and there is no any deduction for this. If you wanted to add some deductions manually, you can also add it. I'll show you that again. So now let me calculate the salary for the days that he has present. So once if you click calculate, you can see automatically the salary calculation part is being made, and here you can see the payslip format is generated. So the payslip for the month of 2023 8th month, and here you can see employee code and what is the designation that we are given, Python developer, the number of days present, and the employee name is JP. So everything is being given clearly, so no need to give anything manually. So here you can see the earnings, that is basic salary for the month, number of days present, and here you can see the DA, and here you can see the HRA and total earnings done by the employee, and here you can see deduction. We have not given any deduction, so it is showing the there is no any deduction. So if you wanted to print this, this is from the admin side. I'll show you for both side also. So now if you wanted to print this, I'm printing from the admin side, JP admin. Let me type this one. And now you can see the PDF is the salary slip is, you can see with the pay slip with all the details of it, that is done. Okay, now coming back to the salary calculation again. So now let me calculate for the second employee too. So same process what I did is like we have done marked attendance for a few days in the month of August. So let me select August and click submit. So now you can see I have marked for 2 days, and here you can see the number of days present is 2, and the basic salary what I have created is 20,000. For example, if I wanted to make some deduction, so this time I will make deduction of 2,000 rupees and click calculate. So now you can see automatically it is created, and here you can see employee code is 2 according to the employee ID we have selected. So it is a Java developer, so number of days present and what is the employee name, and here you can see the basic salary that we have done. So and here you can see the DA, and here you can see the HRA, and here you can see total earnings. So I have already made the total deduction as 2,000 rupees, so it is lesser than the earning that you have made, so it is minus 41.58. so in this way they can able to calculate the salary. So now let me show you attendance. Let me make attendance for the first employee for July month. I'll show you. For July month I am making 3 days present for the first employee ID. So now if you go to the salary calculation, and if you go to the employee 1, and if you earlier if I selected July, it says there is no attendance mark. So now let us calculate. So here you can see automatically it sees the number of days present and what is the basic salary, and everything is being calculated. So now let me reduce 1,000 rupees and let me click calculate. So now you can see the details for the July month with the basic salary, what it is been created, and what is the DA and HRA and total earnings done, and what is the deduction. So I have made 1,000 rupees a deduction, so it has been done. So in this way the salary calculations is being made. So now let me log out and go to the employee part and show you. So now let me go to the first employee JP and log in with the credentials, and once if you go to the leave status, already I have shown you it has been approved. And now if you go to the last option, that is download payslip. So here you can see the employee can able to download the payslip without going to asking manually all the process. So here you can see the salary payslip, all the details is given, so it is updated to the. So here we are calculated for 2 months, so the 2 months is being shown. So here you can see the 8th month and also for the 7th month, July month. So both the things have been shown. So whichever they wanted, they can also take the printout. So just click print. So this is from the employee side. So let me click JP, and now you can see the salary slip has been printed or downloaded easily for the month of August. So in this way they can able to do for any number of months whichever is made. So in the same way the second employee Alice is also can able to do that one. So now if you go to the download payslip of this Alice, you can see we have done calculation for this employee for only the month of August. So the same thing, I'll save the name as Alice, and now you can see the Alice payslip has been downloaded successfully for him. And now let me log out, and final one, if an employee can leave the company, he may not retain the same company. So for example, if a employee leaves the company, and the admin can able to restrict the login. So just go to the employee detail. What I'm going to do is now JP is the employee, is the first employee that we created. Now I'm going to click reject. So now you can see it has been rejected. So now let me log out, and if you go to the employee, and now I'm going to give the employee login for the JP with the exact username and password, but you can see it is incorrect password or authentication failed because the admin has taken the control because he has left the company. So in this way they can able to grant the access for the employee. So in this way the employee salary calculations are made, leave request, leave calculation or leave management has been made, and also the attendance marking is being done. So all the details have been updated, and here you can see it has been rejected, so it is status has been updated to rejected also. So in this way the total employee management is being done, and this is all about the project employee payroll management system or employee salary management system using Java. And thank you for watching.